One of my favorite rappers, man.
Like this shit is super freaking crazy. Like with this and I'm not gonna lie, like he is like he had like I hate to say this, but it's always the ones that like got good music and like be having hits and shit that always is doing dumb shit. Like why? Like you have access. It's not like and for me in general, I told you my dad is in the industry. I know how it works. There's women around you that will throw it to you left and right. Why the fuck would you and I don't know what that's why I think this nigga is a demon. Because like 3 times, this is your third time being arrested for this dumb shit.
He went to prison for one of them, right? The first with
Yeah,
the
the first one
accountant.
he went to prison.
With the
I
accountant.
think that was the one with the hairstylist.
Nah, that was the one with the accountant.
Right.
Found out the accountant was skimming with hit him for some money. I talked to him personally about that one, right? So he copped to it. He was on some, some other shit, like some revenge get back shit. But
Demon
and then
shit.
yeah, then the other one, I don't know. Somehow he came out of that one, I believe. I don't know what happened with that
No,
one. That was a couple
it
years
was
ago.
he went to jail, but he got out because it was
Yeah,
he was not charged yet. He was just
yeah.
to be
But this one,
evidence.
I don't know what the details are, but when you start having that pattern, that's my partner, one of my favorite rappers. I always used to book him on shows he wasn't supposed to be on just because I wanted to see him perform. But I gotta call a spade, like something going on there. Well, something is going on there. Something's wrong.
And jail made him worse.
I wouldn't say jail made him worse. I mean, I don't know how that works. I just think he got some demons, and I'm gonna call a spade a spade. Like we gotta protect our women. Um, I think he survived in jail because of who he was. Because technically, shit happens to people like that in jail. I don't know how this time around gonna be. You're not the same mystical you was as far as popularity, and people gonna look and be like, "Yo, this is third time or whatever," and he might be confronted with some other things on this run, on some real shit. What's the details, Ion? We got any details on the victim or like
No,
who it
so
was?
this is fairly new. Like the victim legitly the only thing that the article is saying is that the victim just came out and said that she identified him as the family. Like it did not have no details about it at all. It was
No,
just like
wasn't
it
this like
basically just
recent? Like this some old shit, or this
no.
something
This
he
is
just did?
new. This one is
Something he
new.
just did?
Yeah, this one is fairly new. The other two, one he got arrested for, the other one he didn't. The other one he got arrested for, but wasn't charged for due to lack of evidence. And
Mm-hmm.
this one, like I'm assuming that they have some evidence, but
He
this is
did
crazy.
time for one
Wait,
already.
so
No,
didn't he
he
go
did.
to jail for
No, he did.
7 years?
Time for both. He did time for both. The second time he did it, he actually got out and because it was a lack of evidence, so he was waiting in the cell until they charged him.
So,
Yeah, that ain't
so
good.
when he went to jail for 7 years, it was for one of the.
Great. Yeah, that was for the accountant.
Okay, and
Yeah.
then my thing is he's only been out for 5 months because didn't he come out in May? 3 months, 4 months? Didn't he
Nah,
just come out of
nah,
jail?
nah. Did he? Oh, well,
Yes,
you know
like if
what?
you Google, he just
I
came
didn't
out of
know
jail
he was
in
still
May.
in there all this time.
Yes, this is what I'm saying. That's why I feel like jail made him worse. That's why I say that because
No, no,
he
no.
went to
That one
jail.
that he went to jail for, that one that he went to jail for
That
was
was during
not.
COVID, right?
Yeah, that was not that he was let out because there was a lack of evidence. So he was not charged with that one specifically.
What I'm
Just so you
saying
Yeah,
is
know.
because
that
he
he
did a
went to
show.
jail
He
for
did some
seven
shows after
years
that.
and then he came out
7 years.
and
Yeah,
then
he
went
did.
back to jail again. Ian, is what you're
Yeah, he
saying?
did seven. He was out for like some years, and then he caught another one. And I remember
And
them
then he got
releasing him.
released in May. This year of May 2022, he just came out in May because they made it a big announcement that Miss School came out of jail. It was May of this year. He just came out of jail. That's
So
what
he
I'm
fought
saying.
it. So he fought it in there with a no bail.
Right,
Must have been.
right.
So they released it, and then this one. So what I'm trying to figure out is this one. Did he do this one? Like this a fresh one, or just like something a lady, females coming to the table with from his
No, this is a
past?
fresh one. It was abuse. I guess he was in a relationship with this person, and like they got into a situation because it was. Oh, he's also charged with domestic violence and everything else.
Oh, one of
Domestic violence
those.
and battery.
One
And
of those. So
robbery.
he
and
went
false
over there.
imprisonment.
False imprisonment and robbery he's
and
charged with.
Oh, so
strangulation.
yeah. Y'all know what,
Mm.
Ion? I hate to say it, but the first one was somebody he knew. Like this, his shit don't be on like a chick he just met at the club or nothing. It's always somebody he knows. The first one was an accountant, his personal accountant, and he kind of found out that she was stealing from him, so he was on some other shit. And this one, if it's his girlfriend, this is one of those things where she's on some no shit and he's on some other shit. People don't know. As a married man, it's marital rape too.
Oh
It's like
yes.
it's a such thing as marriage. Man, if my wife knows she even play with me, you even show any signs of whoop, I'm getting the fuck away from you. Don't even play with me. Like I'm out. I'm gone. I don't even want to touch you. Don't even play with me like that because I understand the law. It's marital rape too.
So do you think that he like used it as a thing of punishment or something? Like
I
Well,
think
what
I
I
was
think he's
Revenge.
into yeah, I
I
think
was
he's
looking
into
into it, and
yeah, he's
apparently he has a history
hold
of
on,
like
wait, y'all. Do
extreme
you
mental health
hold on. No, please
issues.
don't please.
yeah, I
Let's
think
not look at mental health right now.
coming from with the story when I talked to him about the first one, he was kind of on some where she did this, so I was just, fuck that. I was taking it out on another way, right? It was like maybe 80 to 100,000. The count might have skimmed from the top. So hearing that it's his ex girlfriend or girlfriend, I can see the pop up. I can see the go over there. I can see the her saying, "Hey, no, 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 I'm not." I can see what the fuck you mean. I can see all that. I can see the pin down. I can see them moving her from this space to this space. Once it's 15 feet, it's kidnapped. You know what I'm saying? The pin down is in close quarters is the false imprisonment. I can see all that. I can see some liquor involved on his side. I can see all that, right?
Did you
I
ever
see
see,
all that.
sorry to stop you, but did you ever see any aggressive traits? Because he's had these predatory
Nah, when
mental.
you meet him, a lot of these people, when you meet them like regular, you don't see that.
Okay.
This shit comes out when they're, you know what I'm saying, in those situations. Like when you meet him, right? Like R. Kelly. When you meet R. Kelly, you don't see that shit. This motherfucker's like a pastor. Nice as fuck,
I'm
very
crying, not a
respectful.
pastor.
And they not
I'm
gonna act
telling
like
you, when you meet R. Kelly, I done met this nigga 10, 12 times. He is, oh, it's your wife, your kids. How you guys doing? Likes to meet you guys. Blessings, anything. Like he's fucking like, but
Humble.
when you hear the stories from these girls with the bucket and the room and all, if that's another person. And this is why the people that knows him one way, it's hard for them to believe the other shit. We be like, oh, that ain't. But I understand some people turn into other shit. I don't,
So
it's what
so
it
he
is.
don't be he don't be spazzing out like in real life. Like
No,
oh, okay.
they're
no,
not gonna act like that around no men.
no.
They
Bobby Brown's another one. In person, like
Wow.
cool as a motherfucker, like a pastor. But I know Whitney personally. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't
And
see
I just
RP.
watched that documentary. I want to apologize to Bobby Brown at this point, watching that documentary of Whitney.
yo
I
Whitney.
want to
What? Listen,
apologize. Sorry, Bobby. I thought it was you.
when I tell y'all, and those of y'all that grew up in the hood, okay, y'all remember we used to see these tweakers early in the morning. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Tweaking over there, mouth twisting and all that shit, making noises and shit, scratching and shit. I didn't walk into the penthouse suite in Vegas and seen that. Seen the daughter saying, "Bitch, where the cigarettes at?" I'm looking over here at Ray J like, bro, what the fuck is going on? He like, bro, this shit, wow, look at this shit. Right? I've seen this shit. So that's why I be like, yo, when you see them with the award shows and the red carpet, is one way. But when you see them behind those closed doors, man, these superstars, movie stars, whatever you want to call them, they are motherfucking human beings, regular people.
Out here twerking. That's facts.
So
Mhm.
I've seen it. I'm talking about mouth twisted. I seen the dude show up at the door, and if anybody knows me, they gonna tell you. If you want to see Wack 100 run, nigga, insinuate or show him any drugs or drug activity, he gonna run like a bitch fast. I'm out, gone.
I just
I'm
want
out.
to
I don't.
remind
I'm
some
Yeah.
crying.
of the people in the room that if you've never been around a super crazy predator, um, it's usually about control. Okay. And a lot of these people have a lot of self control. That is how they're able to do all this stuff. Then they want control. So they will fool you up until the day they die. But let me tell you, they know how to control what they do and what they want to do. So you'll never know.
And
Nah, you won't.
They
manipulate.
And
be in
they're
your
not
backyard, in your
That's
neighborhood,
very
at the
true.
And
basketball games,
manipulate.
yada yada.
I'm telling y'all,
not gonna
like, dude is.
hold on.
Let me
Not gonna,
tell you who
they're
that
not gonna
dude is
act
in
like
real
that.
life, Ion. He's fucking Mace. You know how Mace be on the app? How Mace is real calm, cool, collected?
Make
That's
you
Mr.
weirdo.
No, I'm just saying. You know how you
I'm
crazy.
crying.
You crazy, Ion. Why you call Mace a
I'm
weirdo? What the
sorry. He
fuck
is a
going on?
weirdo.
Because he
He
is.
He
Hello?
was
is.
He
Y'all think
is a
Wait, y'all
weirdo.
think Mace is a weirdo?
yeah.
Hell
Yes.
Wack, he
yeah.
was
He's a
I
y'all.
don't
hypocrite.
think so. I
No,
like
No,
him
no,
because
no.
he speaks his mind. I
no,
don't
he's
think
a
No,
like
weirdo.
that
Wack
One
has
is
day,
nothing
weird.
to do with it.
hold on.
He's
One mic,
weird.
okay,
y'all.
I
One mic.
want to hear
Hold
this.
on. Hold on.
Okay.
One day, Wack, we was in a room having a good old time. This man starts streaming our room from another account. Like, and so people write to me, they're like,
That's not weirdo shit,
no,
Ion. That
hold on,
should have
wait.
been a compliment.
No,
Mace is
no, no, no,
streaming your
no, no, no.
room. That's great.
I'm not. Hold on, wait. I'm not finished. I'm not finished because there was some weirdo shit that happened. Okay, so then, because the reason why he was streaming the room is because he was on. When he first came on this app, he was on some like woman empowerment shit. Like, oh, it's super dope. But then out of nowhere, it became like this kind of like monster telling people about marriage. Like it was crazy. His wife came in here and was like attacking me. It was like some crazy ass shit. So I went in the room and
I've
addressed
never
it.
met that Mace.
Okay, yeah, he was crazy. Like when he was first was on this app.
Well,
I
what
don't.
did he said? He had a discourse with you? Like y'all
Yes,
had a back and forth?
I even had a discourse with the game too, right?
With who?
With the
The
game.
game.
You started something. You
Jason.
had to start something.
No, I was bothering him.
You
I was
had to
bothering.
start
Yeah, I
something, bro.
did.
He
I
don't
did.
do that.
No, he said at the end of it, he said, "Oh, I respect you because you got hurt."
Yeah, he don't do that. He real now I'm gonna tell you, when you do that, you see how intelligent he is. Like
He
just listen
is.
to his
He is.
he is that dude is very, very intellectual and intelligent. You won't know it unless you get into one of those back and forths with him.